Good morning. Meteorologist Hunter Ward here, Asheville WX. Got a very interesting and dynamic system that's going to be moving through beginning Saturday and persisting through the day Sunday. Most of the models are turning towards some form of snow showers Sunday afternoon, which will be the social buzz talk of the day Sunday, I believe, around Asheville. So really dynamic cold front that's going to be coming through. We're going to go from 60 down to the mid-20s in the matter of about 6 hours Sunday afternoon. So a stark contrast from what we've been experiencing these past couple days, the past 2 weeks. And so moving forward, this is kind of a theme that we're going to be getting into. These colder temperatures are going to be persisting. I'll show you here in just a bit how next week, we won't have highs that are in the 50s and 60s. Our highs will be in the low 50s and upper 40s most of the days. And so a pattern change. This is what a pattern change is. This is the definition of it. And so let's go ahead and turn around to my computer and we'll see. You can see Asheville 57 right now. I mean, it's 8 o'clock on December 30th in the morning, and it's 57 degrees. But you can see that forecast is showing us dropping down to 20. You can find this on AshevilleWX.com all the time. Let's look around at our cameras. Grimes-Tice-Anderson camera. Here you can see downtown overcast skies. We've got a little bit of fog in the area. I had picked up around a half-inch of rainfall, most of you, last night as that front moved through. Couple rumbles of thunder, but nothing really significant with that as it died and lost its energy over the mountains. That typically happens. So let's look at the Haywood County Farm Bureau Canton camera. You can see up Dutch Cove, still with those just overcast skies. TJ Hooper nationwide camera out in Brevard. Most everywhere around Asheville. Camp Cedar Cliff camera over in East Asheville. That low-lying fog, it's beautiful in those areas just below 2,000 feet, it looks like. So you can see the Appalachian Mountains behind there, Craggy Gardens area, and then even Mount Mitchell back here in the back, and then the low-lying fog there over the Swananoa River Valley. So beautiful around Asheville. So let's get to what you guys really want to know about, and it's the snowfall. So the GFS model is showing a very, and this is a snowfall map, and I'll get back to this, but it's showing a very dynamic system happening. Let me pull back just a little bit so I can show you guys exactly how this kind of comes through. So what we were seeing earlier on this week was, the models being very far apart. The GFS model showing a significant rainstorm of 4 to 5 inches of rain, and then, a small cold front on the back with, a very scattered chance of snow showers, but higher elevation snow showers. So we looks like going to experience those heavy rain showers. It looks like that's going to be more towards Sunday morning now. And then as we progress through Sunday afternoon, that's when that front finally pushes through. You can see we'll have a line of storms that develops. I expect a slight risk to come out here for most of North Carolina and South Carolina into Sunday. That line of showers will be pretty strong because your low pressure will be deepening here. And watch as this low pressure just really gets its act together over North Carolina. So we'll see storms all throughout the day on Sunday across North Carolina. Then the storms will pick up. Now, this is where it gets really interesting, and how this actually occurs, I'm not exactly sure because we're still processing the fluid dynamics of the atmosphere here, and these models don't have a hold of this system just yet. So where this rain-snow line sets up on the models really can't be determined yet. But what I will show you is the progression of it. So look at this low. It gets captured right here by the upper level low. Deepens. Atmosphere begins to get stacked. The low deepens. Air begins to rush to compensate for it all across the Ohio River Valley. That air will pick up and bring air parcels from the Great Lakes. The air is going to be moist. It hits the mountains of North Carolina, strains out. So we end up with temperatures in the 20s and a really good moisture source there, providing a stout stream of precipitation to the mountains of western North Carolina. Cold temperatures, high winds, moisture, that's the recipe for a northwest flow snow, and we will see it all the way down into the valleys, in my opinion, on Sunday. So let's show you guys a little bit about what these take this with a grain of salt, but I'll show you a little bit of the snowfall accumulation, what the models are showing. This model thinks that, even around Asheville, we could get a dusting to an inch of snow. So that indicates that, the ground temperatures are very warm outside. And these models do take into consideration that to an extent. So the timing of this and the intensity of snowfall, it tells me that it's going to be, we have a strong burst of snow kind of right near when the sun's setting or after the sun is set. And, a lot of times it doesn't really matter how warm the ground temperatures are. If you get heavy enough snow rates, you can get a little blanket of snow, especially on those elevated surfaces, mulchy areas, grassy surfaces. All of those places are where that snow is likely to accumulate. I don't know that this will accumulate on the roadways so much. Above 3,000 feet, we'll definitely see accumulation on the roadways. I'm expecting 2 to 4 inches above, especially 3,500 feet. And we could see some school closures Monday based off of that all around western North Carolina. So looking at this model, this is the GFS model, a little bit more aggressive compared to the European model. As I switch over to the European model, and you can see, let's switch to the 0Z model, and the snowfall totals are a little bit less on the European model, but the fact that the European model is picking this up is a good sign, in my opinion, because European model tends to struggle with these northwest flow type. It's not really a low pressure on the backside with the wave motions that the European model breaks the atmosphere up into. It's a little bit difficult for it to resolve the system. But check this out. It's got similar findings to what the European model or the GFS model is showing this morning as well. That strong line of storms moving through Sunday morning around, that will probably wake you guys up, in my opinion. I think that there'll be some thunder embedded 2 to 3 a.m. on Sunday morning, so don't be surprised if you get woken up with a little bit of thunder. Then as that low pressure deepens, we get scattered showers that begin to just stream in from the southwest. This is where the P-type is going to get interesting as we move through, and how dynamic this system actually gets will determine just how much actual snowfall makes it to the ground when that transition occurs. Need to get the short range models on these, and I'll continue to do videos to keep you guys updated on this, but we need to get those short range models in to get an idea of what exactly is going to come, because the European model is showing similar dynamics to what the GFS is a little bit more amped, shows a little bit more interaction with the Great Lakes. I'll show you also what the Canadian model is showing. Another global model that I like to look at, rain, of course, like Sunday around an inch early in the morning. And then that will be beneficial rainfall. I know we had done a video talking about flash flooding potential, but that threat has subsided now, and it looks to be more of a snowfall threat, which a lot of you were really hoping would happen, and it does look like it's coming to fruition. Here we can run the Canadian out Monday morning. We're still seeing some form of snowfall, and then the backside really gets going across North Carolina. So there is a chance for even Piedmont, North Carolina, to see some snowfall from this as the front exits off to sea. A lot of dynamics with this system, a lot going on. One of the main things you need to focus on is this cold that's going to be moving through. So let me put the temperatures on, and really want to show you guys how this plays out. So watch this. Okay, so Sunday afternoon. let me actually move into the local. It's on pivotalweather.com. You can always access these models. So 10 a.m., let's see, 1 p.m., 62 degrees is what the GFS is showing. It's going to be 62 degrees, 64 in some spots. Now, check this out. Boom, 63, 61, so just starting to crest down. and then this front is pushing back just a little bit. Oh, by 7 o'clock, 44. So it drops from 65 to 44. And then check this out, 40. Then we go by 1 p.m. We're at 29 degrees. So from about 4 p.m. to 1 p.m. we go from mid 60s to upper 20s. So, and then by 4 a.m., 24 degrees around Asheville. So 12 hours changes right there of, 30 plus degrees for all of Western North Carolina. That is what needs to be focused on, the snowfall as well. But, that's going to be a stark change. And we'll bring with it, on this backside, there will be repercussions from it. So that's kind of the stimulative of all of this is low pressure in the backside coming in. The repercussions will be the snow showers and the possible of a flash freeze around Asheville with the temperatures dropping this quickly and snow showers occurring. So just be mindful of that. Watch for that over the next couple of days. And, looking forward, we're going to, the highs next week, mid-50s compared to upper 60s for this. Lows, 22, 24, 21. This is European ensemble, long range. So you can see those temperatures really are going to be different as we progress through the next week. And we'll change that. Just be mindful, and there's hinting at other low pressures that we'll move through. So I think we're into a different pattern than the just nastiness, warmth, and soggy air. So like I said, pattern change is coming, and it's coming in the form of snow shower Sunday evening. So be mindful of that. Watch for that. Make sure to subscribe and like my page. We'll be doing another video here soon. Thanks for joining me.